morning students and welcome to our e-learning session for class 8. Today we are on lecture number 3 for chapter number 5 natural disasters. So since from last two lectures we are discussing on this chapter about the natural disaster. So how disasters occur? As we know there are two types of disaster. One is natural and one is artificial or the man-made. Now natural disaster which occur naturally. So how it is occur? Due to two situations the natural disaster occur. So natural disaster are of two types. Disaster like earthquake, tsunami and the volcano occur due to the changes in the interior of the earth. There will be two types of changes. One in the interior of the earth and second on the surface of the earth. So like earthquake, volcano, tsunami occur due to the changes in interior of the earth. And like we can say flood, cyclone, forest fire, drought occur due to the changes in the surface of the earth. So due to these two reasons, natural disasters occur. Natural disasters are very destructive as well. बहुत नुकसान करते हैं. So now we talk about the number of disasters. So first we talk about the earthquake. What is earthquake? Earthquake means भूकंप. Yes, धरतीकंप. Name suggests when there is a shake, tremor or the shaking on the surface of the earth. Yes, that. And why it is occur? Due to there is some changes interior of the earth. There is a tremor inside the earth and due to that we experience tremor on our life or in the surface of the earth. Okay. So the weaker upper crust of the earth suddenly moves or the tremors. Experience a tremor either due to the collision of the plates or due to the tremendous pressure in the interior of the earth. Okay. And the waves or tremors, due to this tremor, due to the shaking, the waves create, and these waves are known as earthquake. Earthquake originate from the hypocenter. Now with the diagram we have understood the focus, hypocenter and the epicenter. So earthquake originate from the place or the exact point from the earthquake originate, that place is known as hypocenter or the focus. That point is known as a focus. And above the focus, exactly point above the focus is known as epicenter. Okay, so these two terms we have to keep in mind. Now hypocenter which is deep down below the earth's surface on the earth. So where is the hypocenter or the focus is located? Deep inside the earth, and exact point above the hypocenter, that point on surface, exact above the hypocenter, that point is known as epicenter. Okay, so this earthquake waves are created from the epicenter, and above the hypocenter exactly point is known as epicenter, and from epicenter the waves will create. And as you go away far from the epicenter, destruction will be less, and at the epicenter destruction will be at the maximum level. Now the waves of earthquake spread outward. Okay, say for an example, this is the, we have understood with the diagram if you remember. Say for this is the focus. This point is focus and this is the crust. Okay, so exactly this point is known as the epicenter. And from here, the waves generated or created. And this point, epicenter, is the most destructive part. Okay. And as you go far away from the epicenter, destruction will be less. This is what we have discussed. Then I told you to underline or I told you to just mark it, the definition of focus, epicenter and the earthquake. So the intensity of earthquake is felt maximum at the epicenter. At the epicenter, destruction will be at the maximum level. As you go far away from the epicenter, destruction will be less. Then hypocenter with the help of seismograph. Now intensity of the earthquake. Intensity of the earthquake we can measure with the machine or the instrument called the seismograph. So those who have not underlined it or mark it, please mark it. The instrument by which we measure the earthquake, that instrument is known as seismograph. And intensity of the earthquake we measure, the unit in which we measure the earthquake is known as Richter scale. Students, you have to be very much clear and specify over here. You should understand and you should remember this. The instrument by which we measure the earthquake is known as a seismograph, and to measure the earthquake intensity we measure in Richter scale, and it's vary from 0 to 9. Higher the number, intensity is high. Say for 1, 2 is a lower intensity earthquake, but if we go beyond the 6, then it's a major or the dangerous or the destructive earthquake. Now there are 3 reasons why the earthquake occurred. Due to the 3 reasons earthquake occurs, and they are earthquake caused by the volcanic eruption on the we can say first is due to the volcanic eruption. So volcanic eruption is the first reason for the occurrence of the earthquake. Second, earthquake caused by the strike slip fault. Strike slip fault, due to the strike slip fault there might be the earthquake. So that is second reason. दो प्लेट, जमीन की दो बड़ी बड़ी प्लेट अगर एक दूसरे से टकराती है तो वो टकराने से भी earthquake आता है. And third is a earthquake caused by the subduction in the active subduction zone. Sometime ऐसा होता है कि टकराने से दो प्लेट टकराने से एक प्लेट नीचे की ओर खिसक जाती है, ऊपर आ जाती है, सबडक्शन जोन होता है. So due to this also uneven हो जाता है surface, and due to this reason also earthquake occur. So this point we have to keep in mind. So this 3 reason: definition of epicenter, focus or the hypocenter, what is the earthquake, and very important point I told you on page number 24 as a fill in the blanks it is given. The center of the earth is approximately 6,371 km from the earth's surface. This point also you should remember. This is also important. Then second disaster what we have discussed was the volcano, Jwalamukhi. Okay, we have seen the picture or might be you have seen the movie, but actually volcano is highly destructive natural disaster. So what is a volcano? So volcano refer to an opening in the earth crust from which motion lava. Motion lava means what? Semi-liquid lava or the molten lava, ashes, gas, rocks, fragments, dust came out. So this is a question answer, one line answer or the definition of volcano. So you have to keep in mind or you have to underline or mark it. So volcano refer to the opening in the earth crust from which motion lava, rocks, fragment, ashes, dust particles and gases are ejected. Ejected means it comes out, okay, below from the earth's surface. That what we say is the volcano. Now volcanic eruption occurs due to 4 main reasons. Earthquake occurs due to 3 reasons. Volcano occurs due to 4 main reasons. So which are they? High temperature in the interior of the earth, that is the first reason. If you remember with the diagram we have understood. Yes, if you remember we have drawn the diagram, and you know in geography we have to draw the diagram. This is the vent. Here this is a magma chamber, crust. Yes, these are the side vent. You know this with the diagram, and due to this, okay. So this is a magma chamber. You know, in the magma chamber, due to the interior pressure, the gas and heat or vapor comes out. Due to this pressure, it bursts it. Okay. So first reason is the high temperature in the interior of the earth. Mantle, crust, upper part crust, then the mantle and the magma chamber. You know this diagrams. So creation of magma. Another point is due to the creation of the magma. That is one of the reason to the volcanic eruption. Second is creation of gases. Third is creation of gases and vapor. See, due to this pressure, if there is a creation of the gases and heat, it tend to come out upward movement karega, lava or gases and that. And due to this also there will be volcanic eruption. And fourth is rising of magma towards Earth's surface. Now this is a magma chamber. Okay, due to the interior pressure, this magma tends to come up. This with the help of this opening hole. Okay, and that tends to the volcanic eruption. Okay, so these are the four main reasons. Now magma push upward by the gases lying under the magma. Even under the magma there are gases and vapor and it's lying, and due to this pressure it tends to move up, and this is the reason why the volcano eruption happened. So secondly, the water propelling through the crack and opening of the weak rock surface and turns into the vapor. This vapor is full of pressure. Now if you remember, I gave you the example of pressure cooker. You know, your mama or in your kitchen we are using pressure cooker. Name only is a pressure cooker, and vapor is having extraordinary energy, and this energy cook food in the pressure cooker. Same ways the vapor, okay, it is having the great energy, and this energy, due to this energy the volcano burst. So gases present in the magma reach near the surface of the earth, shapes like, and it create a mountain like the structure. Now if the pressure is great, and this is a vent, you know this is a vent, okay, this is a vent. If the pressure is high and the vent is a narrow means small, okay, narrow, संकुड़ी, narrow मतलब संकुड़ी जो होती है. So if the pressure is high, energy is a high, and the vent is a small or the narrow, the burst or the destruction will be at the higher. Okay, तो फट के बाहर आएगा ज्वालामुखी. And if the pressure is low and the vent is broad, narrow, broad, it's the opposite word. Okay, so if the vent is broad, opening is a broad, and pressure is in a low intensity, the magma will slowly pile up. वो नीचे आहिस्ता निकल के वो pile up करेगा, and it's create a cone like or the mountain like the structure, and that what we say is in this two way it comes out. Now what is the importance and how the volcano is helpful to us? So it's fertile the soil, that we know. Potassium rich soil helps to for the abundant crops. Number of metals like zinc and tungstens and mercury and tin platings and aluminium can be obtained easily due to the volcano. Even near to the hot water springs area in the volcano have the germ killing properties, and it is very good for the skin. So importance of volcano you should remember. This is important for your exam purpose as well. Another point what we have to keep in mind, there are three types of volcano: active volcano, or dormant active volcano, and extinct volcano. Okay, so these three type of volcano also we will keep in mind. After volcano we have discussed about the tsunami. So what is a tsunami? Tsunami means giant wave, killing wave, harbor waves, destructive waves. These all are the synonyms for the tsunami. Yes, this is a synonyms for the tsunami itself. So tsunami means it's a Japanese word, and it literally means the harbor waves, जो किनारों पे आके टकराते हैं, जहाँ पे डिस्ट्रक्शन करते हैं, that are called the harbor waves. Okay, so tsunami due to the volcanic eruption or the earthquake on the sea floor. Now see student, you know and we have discussed in previous classes also that under the sea, like you know, there is a sea floor. दरिया के नीचे भी mountain है, plains है, plateau है, सब कुछ है. तो दरिया के नीचे का जो फ्लोर है वहां पे अगर वॉल्केनो या तो अर्थक्वेक होता है, ड्यू टू दिस डिस्टर्बेंस सुनामी occurs. So due to volcanic eruption in earthquake on the sea floor or the high oceanic waves are created. Due to the volcanic eruption or earthquake on the sea floor, due to this disturbance high waves created, and these waves known are tsunami. So they are known as a tsunami. Now you should understand that this is a one line question or the definition of tsunami or how the tsunami occurs. So they are high and have unimaginable length, and it can travel thousands of kilometers, say for 700 kilometers to 1600 kilometers. Now these waves travel with a great speed and power and great with the energy and force. So by the time they reach the coast, they attain the great height and power which cause a great deals of destruction, and it can take a height of 10 to 12 floor building also. Strong and whirling wind also create a big and strong wind waves. Okay, once the storm gets over, these waves become tall with a high wavelength which can travel a great distance. As I said, thousands of kilometers it can travel, and this is the reason why it is called the destructive waves also. So at a time rock fails, ice falls or underwater landslides slumps can generate a displacement of water. इस वक्त पानी के अंदर डिस्प्लेसमेंट होता है अलग अलग रीजन से, और वो भी वेव्स को क्रिएट करते हैं. So that point what we have discussed. Another disaster what we have discussed was the flood. Flood मतलब what? बाढ़. Excessive flow of water in river that we know or that we consider as a flood. So flood means what? The flood of excessive flow of excessive water in the river is called the flood, and flood occurs due to the two reasons. Now here also we will keep in mind about the two reasons. One is heavy rain in upper course of the river. तेज बारिश के चलते नदियों में बाढ़ आती है. As we know, many in India we are having many parallel rivers also. And in upper course, if there is a heavy rain, due to this heavy rain in upper course, there will be flood in the river. And second, if a dam on a river breaks, अगर नदियों पे बनाए हुए बांध जो अगर टूट जाते हैं, so due to that reason also flood can occur. And number of examples were given over here. Like I gave you the example of Morbi, Machu Dam. On the river bank of Machu River, there is a big dam, and in 1979, entire Morbi city was, destruction पूरे Morbi city में हुआ था. Even the Kosi, the sorrow of Bihar, I told you, it is not given in your book, but you should remember it. Kosi, every year, entire Bihar facing this situation of flood. So sorrow of Bihar. Then we talk about the famine. Famine मतलब क्या? सूखा पड़ना. सूखा कब होता है? जब 3-4 साल या तो व्हाट वी कैन से सक्सेसिवली 2-3 साल अगर बारिश नहीं होगी तो एरिया ड्राउट हो जाएगा, सूखा होगा. फेमिन मतलब ड्राउट. ओके, सो स्कैंटी रेनफॉल, बहुत कम बारिश के चलते स्कैंटी ऑफ रेनफॉल लेट्स टू द ड्राइंग ऑफ द ग्राउंड वाटर. ड्यू टू के 2-3 साल बारिश नहीं होगी तो ग्राउंड वाटर लेवल घट जाएगा. So scanty rainfall leads to the drying up of the groundwater and shortage of food and water. And due to the scanty of rainfall, काफी समय तक बारिश या तो ग्राउंड वाटर कम हो जाता है, बारिश नहीं होती तो खेती नहीं हो सकती, एग्रीकल्चर इज नॉट पॉसिबल एंड ग्राउंड वाटर विल डिक्रीज और like shortage of the water we have to face it. So scanty of rainfall leads to the drying up to the groundwater and shortage of food and water, and this condition is known as a famine. And the condition of the famine occur in the case of scanty rainfall, जिसको हम drought भी कहेंगे. scanty rainfall और no rainfall, या तो बहुत कम बारिश या न के बराबर, या तो बिल्कुल न बारिश होती, 2-3 साल तक नहीं होती. That what we say is consequence successively years for a 2 to 3 years. This situation is known as a famine. And the possibility of famine is less if we plant more trees. So student, even in previous lecture we have discussed about the importance of trees, and I gave you homework also, that if we want to keep ourselves in a good position to live a healthy life, and if we don't want to face this type of natural disaster, then the idea or the how we can solve this problem. So to grow more and more tree as much as we can, that is the only situation by which we can come out from this situation. Okay, so this is also importance of food. Trees are not only gives us the food and important medicines or the wood and timber, and that is the thing. Okay, fine, oxygen provide karta hai, but number of other uses. So the finest thing that what we can do, that we should plant more and more tree as much as we can. That is the only solution. Now today what we are going to talk is about the cyclone. Few days back, entire Gujarat faced the Taukte cyclone. So students, you all are and we all were victim of Taukte. Taukte was a cyclone only, जिसको तूफान कहा जाता है, चक्रवात कहा जाता है. ओके, सो वी नो द पावर, वी नो द एनर्जी. आज इतने महीने के बाद भी बहुत सारे गुजरात के छोटे गांवों के अंदर बिजली नहीं पहुंची है ड्यू टू दैट डिस्ट्रक्शन, एंड इट इज प्री उसकी वार्निंग होती है, प्री वार्निंग मिल जाती है. सो डिस्ट्रक्शन कम हुआ, बट यू नो द इंटेंसिटी एंड यू नो द पावर ऑफ ताउते. So the simple meaning of cyclone is air which blow at a great speed. Almost हम सबके घर में पेड़ पौधे गिर गए थे साइक्लोन के चलते. Okay, so in the simplest mean, what is a cyclone? So just underline this point. We are on page number 27. So just underline what I mean to say. What is a cyclone? So in the simplest term, cyclone means what? The simple meaning of cyclone is air which blow at a great speed. तेज हवा, चक्रवात, that what we say is the cyclone in the simplest meaning. Due to the many reasons cyclone occurs. Due to the low pressure, जब low pressure create होता है दरिया के अंदर, तो cyclone बनता है. It can be called a storm of whirlwind. Storm of whirlwind, चक्रवात जिसको कहा जाता है. So the coastal area of India experience cyclone every year, and most of the time eastern part near to the Bay of Bengal, they experience every year this cyclone. Okay, India is a peninsular country, so at the three side we are having water bodies, and ocean के ऊपर low pressure create होता है, and due to this low pressure cyclone generate होता है, create होता है. And our eastern side of the coastal area, like they experience, or this cyclone hit the coastal region of India, and this is every year situation. So the coastal area of India experiences cyclone every year. The eastern coast especially experiences every year, as I said, near to the in the Bay of Bengal. So eastern coast of India experience cyclone every year. So the adjacent region also feel the effect of cyclone when it is its highest intensity. अब जो राज्य या तो जो प्लेस पे वो टकराता है वहाँ पे तो डिस्ट्रक्शन एक्सट्रीम होता है, बट आजू बाजू के विस्तारों में, से फॉर ताउते हिट टू द महुआ, ओके, महुआ एंड पोरबंदर के बीच में, बट एंटायर गुजरात ने उसको फील किया. कहीं पे तेज बारिश हुई, तेज हवाएं चली. So nearby जो area है, they also experience or they victim also of this destruction. So however this wind affect a limited area for a limited period of time. जब तक तूफान वो हिट करेगा और 1-2 दिन 3-4 दिन के लिए उसका डिस्ट्रक्शन या तो उसकी इंटेंसिटी होती है, फिर वो शांत हो जाता है, बंद हो जाता है. So it is a wind effect is for the limited period of time for a limited area. जहाँ पे वो हिट करेगा वहाँ पे मैक्सिमम डिस्ट्रक्शन होता है. As you go far away from that point, destruction will be less, and it is for a limited period of time. कुछ समय के लिए ही वो डिस्ट्रक्शन वहाँ पे महसूस किया जाता है. So what is cyclone? cyclone in the simple meaning it's a air which is blow at a great speed. ऐसी हवाएं जो ग्रेट स्पीड से ब्लो करती है, बनती है, आती है, जिसको चक्रवात, तूफान कहा जाता है. ओके, देन इट कैन बी कॉल्ड द स्टॉर्म और अ whirlwind, घूमती हवाएं, whirlwind. ओके, जिसको चक्रवात कहा जाता है. एंड द कोस्टल एरिया ऑफ इंडिया एक्सपीरियंस every year this natural disaster and especially the eastern part. हर साल कोई ना कोई तूफान जनरेट होता है, पर मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम वेस्टर्न कोस्ट से वो गुजर जाता है. अरबियन सी में भी हर साल चक्रवाती ये बवंडर बनते हैं, पर वो हिट नहीं करते. बट ईस्टर्न साइड में, आंध्रा एंड बंगाल साइड में मैक्सिमम वहाँ पे क्रिएट भी होते हैं और वो हिट भी करते हैं. Okay, so this is the cyclone. Now think, it is given, how will you respond to the situation if the warning for a cyclone is given? So now we were the victims of the Taute, so we know what are the precautions we have to take. पूरे hoardings लगाए हुए थे, लोगों को disasters के अंदर से बाहर कैसे निकालना. There is an entire team of disaster management, NDRF की टीम थी. Okay, now second is a forest fire. Another is a forest fire. Forest fire means what? जंगल की आग, दावानल. आप सबने मोगली वाली पिक्चर देखी है, जंगल बुक, उसके अंदर आया था फॉरेस्ट फायर, जंगल की आग. So what is a forest fire? Forest fire means what? The friction between dry branches and of trees and other factor causes the forest fire. अब forest fire दो रीजन से होती है स्टूडेंट. वन इज अ नेचुरल. नेचुरल मतलब कैसे? जंगल के अंदर बहुत सारे पेड़ होते हैं, उसमें से कुछ सूखे होते हैं, सूख गए होते हैं, तो उसकी सूखी डालियां फ्रिक्शन करती है कोई अदर फैक्टर से, एंड ड्यू टू दिस फ्रिक्शन आग लगती है. यू नो, आदि मानव जो था, अर्ली ह्यूमन, व्हेन इट्स मूव फ्रॉम प्लेस टू प्लेस, अग्नि की शोध, आग, फायर कैसे हुई थी प्रोड्यूस? दे स्ट्राइक अप, फ्रिक्शन, ड्यू टू द फ्रिक्शन. ऐसे दिखाते हैं ना, दो पत्थर को घिसने से आग बनती है. The same way, so the friction between dry branches and other factor cause the forest fire. जब दो एक तो ड्राई ब्रांचेस एंड अदर फैक्टर्स के साथ जब बीच में फ्रिक्शन होता है, घिसते हैं एक दूसरे से, तब फायर प्रोड्यूस होती है. It cause a great amount of damage to the forest resources. Now forest fire is good also. हर साल जंगलों में कहीं ना कहीं होती है. And if you remember in class, when we were in class 7, we have discussed about the Amazon जंगलों की आग के बारे में बात की थी. दिनों के दिन वो लगती है और चलती है. So it is destructive also. How it is destructive? Tell me, student. The small animal or insects, they lose their abode. उनके घर जल जाते हैं. Small babies or the egg या तो small उनके जो होते हैं वो मर जाते हैं. They can't go or they can't run away. So number of animals, birds and insects will lose their lives also. Number of animals lose their abode, मतलब उनका घर जल जाता है. But this ashes and this वो gases, उनकी जो राख बनती है आग से, वो लैंड को फर्टाइल भी करती है. So that is a benefit also. But more आग से बहुत धुआं निकलता है, that is impurify the environment. So there are positive and negative साइन ऑल्सो. और काफी बार लोग जंगलों को क्लियर करने के लिए भी जंगलों में पेड़ों को आग लगा देते हैं. सो नेचुरल भी होती है एंड आर्टिफिशियली भी होती है. सो व्हाट इज अ फॉरेस्ट फायर? ड्यू टू द फ्रिक्शन बिटवीन ड्राई ब्रांचेस ऑफ द ट्री एंड अदर फैक्टर कॉज द फॉरेस्ट फायर. ओके, एंड इट कॉज अ ग्रेट अमाउंट ऑफ डैमेज टू द फॉरेस्ट रिसोर्सेज. बहुत सारे पेड़ जल जाते हैं. ड्राई तो पूरे चलते हैं, पर नए जो है ग्रीन, वो भी उनमें बहुत नुकसान होता है. नंबर ऑफ एनिमल्स एंड बर्ड्स, लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म लूज देयर एबॉर्ड एंड लूज देयर लाइव्स आल्सो, एंड इट्स क्रिएट अ एयर पोल्यूशन. और नंबर ऑफ एरिया, बहुत सारा एरिया डिस्ट्रक्शन के अंदर में आ जाता है. सो दैट इज द नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट. पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट के उसका एशिज जो है लैंड को फर्टाइल करता है. If you remember, we have learned about the slash and burn method. Slash and burn method of agriculture. You know this method, slash and burn. that what is a forest fire. And last topic is landslide. भूस्खलन. लैंड मतलब भूस्खलन, हिंदी में जिसको कहा जाता है भूस्खलन. We all have visited like you know कुल्लू मनाली and शिमला in the Himalaya region. And number of time होता है कि पहाड़ों में से बड़े बड़े पत्थर गिरते हैं and रास्ते बंद हो जाते हैं. That what we say is the landslides. Okay. So the sliding of a large mass of rock material, soil, etc. down the side of the mountain or a cliff is termed as a landslide. So underline, please underline the sentence. The sliding of a large mass of a rock material and soil, etc. down to from the mountain or the cliff. पर्वतों के ऊपर से या तो पर्वतों की चोटियों से बड़े बड़े पत्थर, मिट्टी, ये सब नीचे गिरते हैं, उसको कहा जाता है लैंडस्लाइड्स. सो द स्लाइडिंग ऑफ अ लार्ज मास रॉक्स मटेरियल सॉइल एक्सेट्रा डाउन द साइड ऑफ द माउंटेन और अ क्लिफ, दैट टर्म्स रिफर एज अ लैंडस्लाइड. उसको कहा जाता है लैंडस्लाइड्स. नाउ टू फैक्टर कॉज अ लैंडस्लाइड. व्हाट आर द टू फैक्टर्स? सो अंडरलाइन इट स्टूडेंट्स. लैंडस्लाइड एक्सेसिव रेनफॉल, एक तो बहुत ज्यादा बारिश होने से मिट्टी गीली हो जाती है, लूज हो जाती है और पत्थर और मिट्टी सब नीचे आने लगती है. और इन द अर्थक्वेक, या तो अर्थक्वेक आने से हिलता है पूरा और मिट्टी और पत्थर नीचे आते हैं, या तो ड्यू टू द एक्सेसिव रेनफॉल, दैट इज ऑल्सो रीजन फॉर द लैंडस्लाइड. सो इन दिस एरिया, हिली एरिया, व्हेन देयर इज अ हेवी रेनफॉल और ड्यू टू द अर्थक्वेक देयर माइट बी द वार्निंग फॉर द लैंडस्लाइड. सो लोगों को वहां पे वार्न किया जाता है ऑफ द दिस. So two factors cause the landslide: excessive rainfall or of an earthquake. Okay. For example, in the rainy season, the railway transportation in Konkan Gate, Konkan Goa gates की जो रेल लाइन है, obstruct due to the landslide. और हर साल वहाँ पे obstruction या तो रुकावट होती है due to the landslide. So I think student, we have talked about the earthquake, then we talk about the volcano, then we talk about the cyclone, tsunami, forest fire and landslide. Okay, now these all are the disaster. So there should be some management. Natural disaster को हम रोक नहीं सकते as it is a naturally. As it is a naturally. अगर artificial man-made होता तो हम अब ख्याल रख के, ध्यान रख के, if we will be the careful, then we can like prevent it. But these all are the natural disaster. What can we do? It's happened naturally. So वहाँ पे हमारा कोई उसको रोकने के लिए हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते, बट यस उसको मैनेज कर सकते हैं. कम से कम डिस्ट्रक्शन हो, कम से कम नुकसान हो, कम से कम लाइफ को हम मैक्सिमम लाइफ को हम सेव करें, कम से कम लोग मरे, ये हम 100% कर सकते हैं. सो उसको कहा जाता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड द डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट. इफ देयर इज एनी टाइप ऑफ नेचुरल डिजास्टर, सो हाउ टू फेस दैट सिचुएशन, बिफोर एंड आफ्टर, what types of steps should be taken, what to do and don't. See, if you remember when we like जब ताउते आने वाला था तो बड़े बड़े hoardings में do and don't. Say for cyclone अगर आता है तो we should not go out. इलेक्ट्रिक पावर सप्लाई से दूर रहना चाहिए, बंद कर देना, मोबाइल बैटरी सब चार्ज कर लो, खाने पीने का राशन अपने पास रख दो. If you are living to the coastal area, we need to go far away from that place. So before and after की warning होती है. अगर तूफान आ गया है, साइक्लोन आ गया, then we should not touch the electric equipment. पानी के अंदर ज़्यादा नहीं रहना है. Then we should not bring that water as it's like you know कि water borne diseases हो सकते हैं. So we should be very careful. If earthquake है तो दौड़ना नहीं चाहिए. We should not use elevator. We should not use a lift. Okay, we should not be panic in any situation. We have to keep a distance from the big high-rise buildings. So in all countries, in our India also, there are a department, entire department. It's called the natural disaster management teams होती है हर एक शहरों के अंदर, छोटे गांवों के अंदर. NDRF की टीम, नेचुरल डिजास्टर रिलीफ पूरी एक फाउंडेशन होता है NDRF की टीम, जो इन डिजास्टरों के अंदर हेल्प करते हैं. दिस पर्सन्स फ्रॉम NDRF टीम आर वेरी मच, they are the excellent in this type of situation. They are skillful person to handle this situation. So first of all, when we talk about this all type of disaster, either it is an earthquake, volcanic eruption, landslide, forest fire, or the tsunami. So do and don't. If we want to keep ourselves safe, so the things what we should keep in mind, that we have to understand the situation. Never be a panic. घबराना वो सिचुएशन में नहीं चाहिए. But we have to act very wisely. There are certain terms and conditions which has to be followed. कुछ चीजें जो है करनी चाहिए, कैसे हमें उसमें से बचना है, ये सब चीजें हमें ध्यान में रखनी चाहिए. So disaster management is a one management skill that everyone should, whether it is you are small or big. But ऐसे सिचुएशन में हमें क्या करना चाहिए? If this type of natural disaster occur, and it is a natural disaster, कुछ डिजास्टर ऐसे हैं जिसकी प्री वार्निंग नहीं हो सकती. साइक्लोन प्री वार्निंग होती है, सुनामी प्री वार्निंग होती है, बट फॉरेस्ट फायर या अर्थक्वेक यू कांट प्री वार्न एनीवन. At a time you have to be very wise, you have to act very wisely. Okay, so in this type of situation, first of all we should understand the situation and then we should react it. And there are certain do's and don't, that what we have to follow. So in this chapter we have to understand all the disasters, how it's occur, what are the reason for the occurrence, that what we have discussed. So this is very important lesson. Please student, keep in mind, though it is a simple one, you find that it is a simple, but for your practical life, day to day life, this all points you should understand, you should keep in mind, and always understand the situation and act very wisely. So just write today's homework. After this all, just write today's homework. See, homework, few point I am giving, but in all disaster you should write about the how you will react it. How will you respond? How will you respond to the situation? How will you respond to the situation if the warning for a cyclone is given? Okay. Second question, which areas experience landslide? Which area experience landslide more frequently and why? So student, this is your two homework. How will you respond to the situation if the warning for a cyclone is given? And second question, which areas experience landslide more frequently and why? So here I am ending up this chapter as well as this lecture. Please read entire lesson.